conversations been like that, and kind of the reaction from the guys?
Honestly, like you said, uncharacteristic from the entire group. But, one thing we said was it's game 3. There's no need for panic or alarms to go off. Obviously, there's some things we need to, improve on, which it's the start of the season. We're still not to the highest level we can be, but we're definitely going to get there. And there's not really a concern from us. It's just how can we be better in the next game.
How much did you all watch that film versus just throw it away and say that's not us? I mean, how do you balance what you want to learn versus that just not being an accurate representation?
Like you said, it wasn't an accurate representation, but you also do need to watch the film and see the mistakes over. And like you said, we just went over it a day, the day when we got back to training, and then it was done after that because we have a game this Saturday, and if we keep thinking about that game, then we can't mentally prepare for this next one.
Was there anything that jumped out? You talked about a lot of uncharacteristic things. Was there some things that you watched on film? It's like, what are we doing out here?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like just as a group, as a whole, like the energy just wasn't necessarily there. And I don't know if that had to do with how the play was going, and especially, the times the goals came and how they came. There were mistakes, and so that's always like a punch to the gut. But then I thought in the second half, we came out with the idea we're going to win this game, and then we got a third goal scored on us, and the same thing, the body language of the group, the energy, instead of uplifting, it kind of sank us. And then, they did a good job of managing the game in terms of like winning fouls and really slowing the game down, and so it made things really difficult for us in the end.
How have the guys responded in the last few days?
Really well. I mean, what you would expect from a group like this that wants to win every single game and every single, exercise and training. We're back to it. We're back to working hard. Like I was saying earlier, we went over the film and we saw what we needed to improve on, and we're just back at our old ways and working hard in training and getting ready for Saturday.
What does it say about this club and about the kind of success you've had here that was such an unusual result?
I mean, listen, it's football, and results like that happen to the best teams in the world, and there's no panic really. Like I said, it was a one-off where we didn't necessarily play and have the right energy and mentality that we usually do, but we came back on Monday and started working like we prepare for every team, and so far the trainings have been good in terms of that, so really looking forward to how we respond on Saturday.
Looking forward to another trip across the country. What's that been like, already having to go out there once?
No, absolutely. It's different, obviously, traveling that far, but we're excited for it. We have a goal of doing well away from home, and so we're trying to do everything we can to prepare and get ready for Sac, who's a very good team.
Yeah, and you faced them last year for the first time under some extenuating circumstances where they had the Open Cup game a few days later, maybe rested some starters. What have you seen from them that makes them formidable that you guys are preparing for this time around?
Like you said, they were. I think they might have been resting players. I wasn't sure if they were hurt, but they were resting quite a few players. But the style of play that they played last year compared to this year is still very similar. Just a lot like a few new faces, but a team that likes to have the ball, a team that likes to attack, and they play very, with the formation might set some problems for us, but we're gonna try to have some problems for them as well.
Thank you, Oscar.
Thanks, Oscar.